The Orias Initiative. Part 5, Final. You should go swimming. It's one of the favorite activities of the young here, Maya knows. Samuel said to Quinn, pointing to a tunnel behind him. Great idea, let's go, Quinn, Maya said, pulling him by the arm and leaving behind Ellis, mute and thinking. The swimming spot was almost empty since it was cold that day, but Mira and Damien were there, also Leo and Thalia, sitting wet in the rocks and chatting. Can we join? Quinn asked insecurely. Sure, go ahead, Mira answered, smiling. She didn't seem to be so upset anymore, but she avoided Maya's hug anyway. Maya held Quinn's hand and jumped in the water. It was too cold and agitated, so they didn't want to stay for long, but the day was nice enough to be warm in the sun. All couples were then talking apart from each other, and Quinn felt slightly uncomfortable about it, but Maya didn't bother. She knew Mira would be okay soon. Leo and Thalia were enjoying their first moments as free people after all those years, and there was no point in interrupting them too. And for a moment, Maya and Quinn just forgot about everything that happened before, as if their life was always like that, and their existence as Orias soldiers was just a dream from a long time ago, and it felt great. Suddenly, they heard a scream. Mira slipped on a rock, trying to get up, and hit his face hard on the ground, opening a cut that was bleeding profusely. Leo helped Damien to take her in, followed by all the others that were silently walking and letting them help Mira. Maya then led the group to the infirmary, since she knew better that place than any of them. It was large and had lots of beds that, gladly, were almost empty now. Some prisoners passed there the day before to treat minor excoriations, and no one had to stay longer. Once the nurse cleaned Mira's face and finished the stitches, Quinn noticed it was quite familiar, and by looking twice to Maya, he recognized the similarity with the new scar she had in her face. He pointed to her nose, but Maya smiled and didn't bother about it. Now we have twin scars, Maya said, laughing, and Mira stretched out her arms to hug her sister. Once Maya hugged her, Mira cried. They stood there for a while until Mira was capable of calming herself down, and with a kiss in Maya's forehead, she said, I am going to talk to Samuel, be right back. Mira ran, and Damien couldn't follow, so he just went back to Maya and asked, furious, What have you done to my girl? She isn't the same since last night. What the hell did you wrote in that letter, Maya? It was the last tasks she had to do. I couldn't tell her before, or it was going to be really hard to make it work. But it was necessary, Maya said. What is it? Tell me, what did you told her to do? Damien asked. To save me from my injuries. That was her job. She is the only one that can do it, Maya said calmly. Just because you can share sisters' information by touch, you could just tell people things and they would be sharing information too. Maya paralyzed. Her face turned white and she answered, Did she told you that? I told her not to do it. Yes, she did. And do what? Look, I know my girl and she doesn't behave like that. I don't know what you have done, but you won't hurt her, do you understand? Damien yelled. I thought you could only transfer information within different versions of yourself through the timeline. I didn't know it worked with your sister too, Leo said, confused. We are identical twins, so yes, it happens. Samuel taught me that, and that's why it was so easy to exchange information with her to plan the escape. Maya answered seriously. Wow, that's useful. I bet they knew about this too in the Orias training, and that's why they separated you two, Thalia answered. Shouldn't you share the same abilities then? Leo asked. But before Maya could answer, Quinn stood in front of her and pointed to her nose. Your scar, he said. Maya slapped his hand, shocking everyone around, including Quinn, that weren't used to that type of behavior coming from her. Can people just leave me alone? I made that plan to set everyone free, and instead of thanking me, people are just bothering me with questions and requests. Can't you just enjoy your freedom and let me be? Maya yelled, turning her back on Quinn and disappearing into the tunnels. Maya wasn't seen for the rest of the day, and when the evening came, Quinn was too worried already to not do something about it. The others were still looking for her, but the caves were huge and they didn't know them well, so he went to Adrian asking for help. Is there any way you can find her or ask her to show up, please? I am worried about her and I want to apologize, Quinn said. What have you done to her? Is it bad? Because we do have radios and everything, but I don't want to use it for bullshit, Adrian asked. I questioned her about this letter she left for Mira, and the things about them that she hid from me, Quinn answered. I know the letter you are talking about. I gave it to Mira just a moment before Maya showed up. I don't know how Mira brought her back, but that's what the letter was about. That letter is no one's business. Also, their relation as sisters had nothing to do with your relationship with one and Damien with the other. You should all just take care of your shit and leave them alone," Samuel said grumpy from the corner of the room. "I forgot you were there. You know what it is about?" Adrian asked. "Of course," he answered, and then he leaned his head back against the armchair to go back to his nap. Quinn didn't sleep that night, and Maya didn't show up in their room, so he regretted not leaving her alone after all the questions and pressure people was doing those days. Next morning, Quinn woke up with the presence of Maya, sitting at his bed. She was holding some sheets of paper and in complete silence. "Babe, where were you? I was so worried about you," Quinn said, caressing her hair. Maya stared at him and gave him the paper. "That's the letter I wrote to Mira. Read it," she said. Quinn got the paper and his glasses and started to read. "Dear Mira, I am sorry about everything I am going to tell you. It is not the best way, but I don't have much of a choice. I tried some different things. Well, Samuel did, and that's the most effective. If you receive this letter, it means I am dead. Adrian is supposed to give it to you at a certain time if I don't show up first, and that would be a miracle, in my opinion. I will die immediately after you pass the gate in our escape. That's the most far I can go, and unfortunately I will have to give you the worst task possible right now. I need you to move my body from my room in the soldiers' dorms to the grave I prepared for myself in the woods near Adrian Caves. Use a deactivated collar from the escape to get it, please. You know both locations because I transferred this information to you while we were in prison together. Please make sure you remember it. Then, in case you don't want to do what I am going to ask you next, you can take Quinn and my friends to say goodbye to me. If you don't remember it, nothing to worry about. I will make sure to do it again before I do my final travel to outside the prison. And from now on, be aware that you have no obligation at all to do what I ask. It is up to you to choose whether to do it or not. I only ask that, if you don't, please don't leave Quinn alone. So you already know by now, because I already gave this information to you along with the grave location, that you can do exactly what I can do. We have the same powers, and the only reason you don't know that it's because of one of my travels. I went to the facility where we were located as babies, infiltrate, and change the information there to protect you as part of the escaping plan. I know the life in prison is terrible, my apologies about that, but it was the way we had to both be finally free. Samuel told me what they have done to his twin, so it was for the best to keep us apart, trust me. That being said, our abilities go beyond what people know about it. If Samuel hadn't told me, I would never understand how we did all of this. So, I told you that we could share information with each other just by touching, because we are twins, but that's not true. I can only do it with myself. In different time, but still, I can only exchange information with different versions of me. The amazing thing about our powers that no one knows is that traveling in time and space at the same time, but only milliseconds apart in time and in a very short space, can create a duplicate. I was skeptical at first, but then Samuel made me practice, and I did it right just once, but only once was enough, because it created you. If you agree with this, you can always go back in time to meet me here in the caves in the day of our 16th birthday, and I will transfer you the knowledge. I spent this day here happy swimming and pretending I am a normal person just once, as a gift to myself, so anytime you come that day you will find me. And if you accept my invitation, we can celebrate together too. With all the changes I did in the timeline to prepare our escape, I have so many mixed memories of things that were and things that I thought it could be, that honestly, I am not sure if you are coming or not. It is a fun day though. This is too delicate and weird, I know, it is too much to process. I only found out a couple nights ago, when my agonizing self showed up bleeding in my room and transferred an absurd amount of information that I didn't know what to do about. Just that I had to live so my future dying version would have the information to give it to me earlier that day. Crazy, huh? But yes, part of the escape was duplicating myself as a baby and using an adult dysfunctional copy of me as base matter to make a full, complete, and perfect twin baby. In your case, if you agree, you will need my body as a base matter. Make sure I am still breathing when you do it. The ability to do it that you will learn by visiting me in the past, and finally, and most importantly, my memories. This last part is crucial. Once you finish copying yourself, you will feel weak and will sleep like 18 hours to recover, so it's important to have someone you trust with you. I had Samuel, and according to him, the twin will be very confused, not knowing exactly who he is and what he is doing. That's why doing his babies is the best. So I suggest you do it the same day, our 16th birthday, because I will be there to help you, but also to transfer all my knowledge to the other you, and she will have a full set of personality, feelings, and emotions. She will be me, well, not exactly me, but really similar, with some residual thoughts and feelings of you. It's going to take a while for her to recover too, but she will have years ahead to do it, in case you didn't notice. I look a lot older than you do, so Samuel will take care of her until she is ready to come back in the day of today and be me for good. Does it make sense to you? So the choice is go back to yesterday, find and bury my body, or go back to yesterday, take my agonizing self to the caves in our 16th birthday to make a new me. We just don't have the option that you don't do anything, because if the guards find my body there, then our plan goes to shit. I am sorry to ask you something like that, but I want to live. I want to be free and live and love and have a family with you and Quinn. I don't want to die. But if I do, it will be to give you a happy and free life, and in some certain ways is like me surviving too, so it's okay. And don't feel guilty if you don't do it. It's your life now, and totally up to you. I love you, sis. Maya. Quinn finished reading and dropped the letter over the bed. Maya was sitting next to the door looking to nowhere, lost in her own thoughts. So, you are Mira, not Maya? Quinn asked. No, I have the memories and identity of Maya, but technically Mira's body copy, so I'm neither of them and both at the same time, Maya answered. What does it means? Means that I still love you, but I had lots of sex with Damien, Maya answered with a half smile. It is not funny, Maya. What do I do with this information? Whatever you want, babe. Stay, go, do whatever. I love you because my memories and feelings and soul are all about you. But if you don't want me anymore, then I can show you my grave, Maya answered bitterly. Is there anything to mourn there? And do you still have a soul? Quinn asked. Ouch. That depends. If Mira keeps choosing to save me, then there is only me. If she changes her mind again, then yes, there will be a body in the grave, Quinn. About my soul, I don't know. What do you mean with change her mind? I mean what I said. She didn't do it in the present, so the timeline can change. Yesterday I went away, can't remember to where, because she had doubts. This morning she felt guilty and decided to save me, and here I am. I only returned, from your perspective, when Adrian gave Mira this letter, because then she could do it, Maya said. Quinn didn't answer for a while, thinking. Maya knew him so well that she realized what he was thinking. Don't you dare to try to save me. If I don't die, I can't tell myself how to escape, and no one will be free, neither you. I didn't want to be free first place. I was happy enough with our life, Maya. And what about the others, Quinn? My sister? She is not your sister, babe. You don't clone yourself, and there will be no one to be saved at all. That would change everyone's life forever. Damien, Leo, and the others, everyone. How many people would be affected if Mira doesn't exist? Maya said, astonished. Between Mira stop existing and you stop existing, I rather have you, Quinn answered angry. I didn't stop existing. I am right here with you, Quinn. And everyone else too, all of them happy. And you end up dead, destroyed, sacrificed, and made in pieces. Is it the price worthy to pay? If you keep loving me, yes. If you don't, then at least I was useful. I gave good people their freedom. And for once, I had a purpose, and that's best than anything else I have ever done in life, Maya answered, leaving the room. Mira was outside, waiting for her. By Maya's look, she knew things didn't go well with Quinn. Did he rejected you? Mira asked. Yes, I thought he would. Maybe with time he changes his mind. But maybe you just shouldn't do it, Maya said. Why wouldn't I? If I can have my sister back, with me, why wouldn't I do it? Mira asked her, smiling. I don't know, you changed your mind yesterday, Maya said. I was scared. I was afraid that I was going to do a poor job and ruin you. But look at you, you are perfect. Just like the old Maya. Well, almost. Sorry for the ugly scar on your nose, you didn't had it before, Mira said, hugging her. Thanks, Mira. Do you still see me as your sister, not a monster? If you are a monster, then I am one too. The original is gone, remember? Mira said, laughing. True, the original is gone. Just us left, the weirdos, Maya answered. Technically, there is some parts left, but it was gross, so I put in that whole, you dig too superficial and called a grave. Just in case your lover boy wants to cry over it, Samuel suddenly said from the corner of the room. Are you taking naps in the dorm's hallways now too, Samuel? Maya asked. I sleep wherever I feel like it, he answered, smiling. I will do it, Maya, and I am doing it now. I will be back soon enough so you won't even notice it. There is no way I am letting you disappear again. Ready, Samuel? Do I have to go with you? Samuel asked. Yes, the twins exclaimed in one voice. And with a delicate vibration in the air around Mira and Samuel, Maya was alive, safe and free finally.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe.